Welcome back. Now let's look into the Module 3 dataset, which contains numbers, life expectancy values, maternal mortality rates, and health expenditure percentages. But behind those numbers are real people whose data are collected. There may be women interviewed at health clinics in Bangladesh, households surveyed about their income in Vietnam, patients whose discharge records were compiled in district hospitals across India, and those real people did not specifically consent to a student in 2026 using their responses to build a scatter plot. They consented to participate in a specific survey for a clearly stated purpose. What happened to their data after collection? How it was stored, cleaned, aggregated, shared, and eventually downloaded by you is a question of privacy and data governance. That is what this unit is about. This unit introduces 3 key concepts and a practical checklist to help you think about privacy not as a compliance box but as a design principle. First concept: anonymization versus pseudonymization. Anonymization removes identifying information in a way that makes re-identification impossible, even if additional data sources are combined. Your Module 3 country-level aggregates are anonymized. You cannot identify a specific person from limited data points like Bangladesh 2015 and life expectancy 71.6 years. Pseudonymization replaces identifying information with a code while keeping the code to identity mapping separately. For example, a patient record where the name is replaced with a patient ID number is pseudonymized, not anonymized. Someone who has access to the hospital's ID register can still re-identify every patient. There are chances many datasets described as anonymized can actually be pseudonymized if the dataset contains age, district, occupation, and health condition. Even without a name, re-identification may be possible. This is the re-identification risk, and that is why the concept of data minimization matters. Second concept: data minimization. Collect and use only the data necessary for the decision being made. Every additional data field creates an added privacy risk. It could contribute to re-identification, be exposed in data breach, or be used for purposes beyond the original intent. A health program in Vietnam tracking vaccination coverage needs commune ID, date, vaccine type, and age group. It does not need the child's name, home address, or mother's occupation. Collecting the extra fields adds risk without adding anything to the analysis. The third concept is consent, that is informed, specific, and revocable. Consent is not just a signature on a form. Informed consent means that the person genuinely understands what will happen to their data. Specific consent means the data can only be used for the stated purpose, not as a blank check for unlimited future use. Revocable consent means individuals can withdraw their permission at any time and request that their data be removed. In this unit, you will also read about the idea of privacy by design, which takes these principles much further and turn them into practical systems and workflows. The checklist mentioned in the reading is downloadable and practical. One question to hold from this unit into your final decision brief: if the study that produced your Module 3 data were conducted today under India's DPDP Act, would the consent obtained from survey respondents meet the informed, specific, and revocable standard? What would need to change? That question is not rhetorical. Write the answer in section 6 of your final decision brief, the ethics audit. See you in the next unit.